Hello and welcome to A Star to Steer Her By, your favorite Star Trek podcast. My name is Caitlin, and with me today are...
Jake.
Chris.
And names. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sheer fucking hell yeah.
I love it. We're here for episode 439.
Ooh.
I know. What a letdown. And we will be... And we'll be discussing Picard Season 1, Episode 2, Maps and Legends. In Maps and Legends, we get a look at the catastrophe that was the synths deciding to go fucking crazy and kill everybody. And I would say get a little bit of sympathy for their plight, because fuck all those people. We find out from our house servants...
Our house spies.
That it's not enough to know about the Romulan secret police if you don't know about the Zhat Vash as well, which are the most secret police.
The double secret police.
It's secret police all the way down.
I was about to say, they're the most secret police we know about so far.
Who knows? Who knows what the rest of the season will bring? But they hate synthetics, and they presumably are the ones who are doing the synthetic murders on Earth. Or at least we assume that these are the people who killed Taj or Daj or whatever the fuck her name was. We also, we find out that Narek and Taj's sister, whose name I can't remember... Soji, are definitely fucking.
A lot.
A lot.
Like, immediately.
Well, yeah,
who wouldn't,
it's funny.
though?
They, said hi last week, and then this week, we wake up in bed together. Time to go to work? Can anybody know about us? Absolutely not. Please consider this to be Zhat Vash, bitch. We find out also that Narek is not an only child, but that his sister has been masquerading as Lieutenant Rizzo. What a great name.
My favorite pink lady.
Big Grease fan, yeah. Over at Starfleet. And she's working very closely with Commodore O. Oh. But how do we get there? Well, Picard, being the big fucking Billy Big Bollocks brash boy that he is like, you know what? I need a ship, and I think having just called Starfleet a bunch of bitches, it's time to ask them for a favor. So he goes over to Starfleet headquarters to meet with Kirsten Clancy, Admiral Clancy to use scum, and he's like, okay, I know this is crazy, but hear me out. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to give me a ship. What?
Bruce Maddox is alive!
Oh, we also find out that Picard has a visit from a doctor friend, or just a doctor, I don't know, a friendly doctor. They seem like they're doctor friends. Anyway, the friendly doctor comes over and is like, hey, something ain't right, and all of the options are bad, probably. And he's like, yeah, but clear me to, go on board a starship. I guess that happens before he goes to see the Admiral. As if by, giving a doctor's note, maybe that would have made his chances better. No, but you see here, it says I don't have any debilitating cognitive disintegration diseases that are going to definitely make me do things like have irritability bouts on live television.
Can he pick out which one is the camel versus the shark?
Ooh, low bar. Did I mention that he called Starfleet a bitch and then wanted to borrow a starship? That's some sheer fucking hubris right there. Okay, anyway, Admiral Clancy gets in touch with Commodore O and is like, hey, Picard just came in here asking for a ship and talking about magical Romulans killing synthetics. What a fucking crazy bitch. I bet he has some kind of cognitive disintegration disease. Am I right? And Commodore O is like, ha, yeah, what a crazy old man. But
I'm Vulcan, no one knows.
No, actually, the laughter gave it away. You're a Vulcan? Anyway, they get off the phone. Her fake laughing at Picard being an old bitch immediately stops. And she's like, Lieutenant Rizzo, he's on to us. That son of a bitch has figured us out, Rizzo. So Rizzo holograms herself over to the Borg cube, or the artifact, as we're calling it, where Narek and Soji are fucking. And she's like, hey, little brother. What? Narek's big sister? Hey, little brother, have you got any information from that Soji chick yet? And he's like, well, so far I've managed to fuck her multiple times, but no information yet. And Rizzo is like, okay, but if you can't fuck some information out of her soon, I'm gonna come do it with knives. And, it's bad. Also, I guess Soji makes a new friend, and we're reclaiming the Borg and setting them free, theoretically.
Mostly just taking their stuff.
We're also doing lots of tests on them.
Yeah.
Which seems fun.
This might be the most, lucid, comprehensive explanation I've ever done of an episode.
It's bizarre because it's an episode that's all just explaining shit, because nothing happens in it.
No,
there's that great bit where Picard says he doesn't like science fiction. Don't you fucking love it when characters in a genre talk about how they don't like the genre they're in? That's never the stupidest fucking thing a show can fucking do.
It was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And I know there's other examples out there, but I can't think of them right now. But that is just a huge pet peeve of mine.
But
fucking
also
hate it.
Because he must love science fiction, because he loves all these, dead world architectural shit, or not architectural,
but that's not fiction, that's real life.
Archaeological. Yeah, but until you know what it is for sure, it's all just kind of bullshit.
I almost said he had that whole bit where he waxed poetic about how much he loves Jules Verne, but I realized I was thinking of Back to the Future.
Well,
those aren't at all the same thing. How did I confuse that?
Though, honestly, someone in science fiction loving science fiction a lot is also kind of cringe.
Yeah, just don't bring up your genre at all, is I think, the best.
You know what? Picard could be a big fan of horror, Or he has a soft spot for autobiography.
He likes Shakespeare, we know that.
Yeah, he likes Shakespeare, he likes history, he likes detective novels.
No one likes Shakespeare. He likes the attention he gets doing Shakespeare. Oh, look at me, I can memorize the fucking iambic pentameter for fucking miles. Ooh.
I like Shakespeare.
We're all... I didn't say you didn't. I said maybe
you said no
you
one
did.
does.
You said people don't. So.
Okay. Well, I stand by it. I stand by what I've said. Sorry.
You just want the attention, Chris. We get it.
Sorry to gaslight you, Chris. Actually, you don't like Shakespeare.
I mean, I don't like all of it. I'm not one of those people. I think a lot of it's actually quite dull, but when it's good, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah. It's fine. It's probably fine. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's a series of unfortunate... Oh my god, I forgot the most unfortunate event of all.
Oh, we meet Raffi.
Raffi. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I like Raffi. But he shows up. He's like, hey, bitch. And she's like, there's literally nothing you could say that would make me give a fuck. And he's like, Romulans are killing synths on Earth. Also, I brought wine. And she's like, okay, I guess there was at least one thing you could say. Womp, 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 womp.
Girl loves a gab session.
Oh, and being an alcoholic, probably. But yeah, there we go. That's it. I can't believe I forgot Raffi. But it was only for 8 seconds at the end, so.
Yeah.
I bet she's going to be a fun new member of this elite.
Yeah, we'll find out next week.
I look forward to her songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what I was when Picard presumably called her earlier, was like, don't hang up. I was like, what did you call her on her ring, banana phone.
Trying to sing over Zoom always is a bad idea.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear how bad it was when I'm doing the edit.
Maybe it'll sound like we were doing a round and will actually be brilliant. Probably not, but let a girl have her dreams.
I'm going to show you guys on the video, because that my note card that I usually take. Because normally I fill these things to the brim with notes. But you can see, I stopped about 3/4 of the way down, and then the episode ended. And this last note here is like, oh wow, I meant to take more notes. And apparently I didn't take any notes.
Oh. Damn.
Well, that's because it was fucking
boring.
I was gonna say because it was so great that you couldn't take your eyes off of it for even
That's
a second.
right,
To
yeah.
I
down
was
some
ogling
notes.
Narek a lot. That is true.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I
yeah,
don't.
well.
I think Narek. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm too straight for Narek, but he looks fucking goofy to me. He looks like
He's-
a goofy dude.
I mean, that's
It isn't-
kind
for
of
me, it's
part of
just
his
that
charm.
he looks greasy,
Well, he also that too.
which is not part of his charm. It is in fact the opposite of charm.
I don't think he looks greasy.
Goofy's okay. Greasy is not.
Yeah,
good.
because like when Soji and other woman I didn't catch the name of
Dr.
friend.
Kabath? No.
Nope.
Nashala Kunamendestifi.
The Trill woman?
Nashala.
Yes.
Let's just call her Nashala.
She was a
Nashala,
trill?
yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, when they were talking and being like, "Oh man, have you ever seen a hot Romulan before?" And I'm like, "Have any of you met Tomalak?" That Andreas Katsoulis. Whew. Jakar. Speaking of Jakar, the actress I noticed that played O was in the original XO from the pilot of Babylon 5, who I think was
Really?
the character that got replaced by Ivanova.
Oh, wow.
In the actual series.
That's fun. Well, and
yeah.
of course, this is, I feel like, this has become, there's that meme of the fact that, yes, we all know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe when he kicked the helmet. The Star Trek version now is that the Admiral here was played by a woman who was
Anne
formerly...
Manguson.
Thank you. Was in a band called Vulcan Death Grip.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they were kind of like a semi-hair metal kind of band thing.
It sounds like a sex thing.
Yeah. I know it would have been just a total fan wank, but part of me really wanted that bitchy Admiral to be Janeway.
Oh.
Yeah, I said ages ago when we did kind of our retrospective of all of season 1, I mentioned that had been the plan and they decided against it because I don't think it should have been Janeway because that just seems like the wrong rapport to have with Picard.
Well, and it feeds into the Janeway hate too, I think. To make her a bitch to fucking the biggest swinging dick in all of Starfleet history.
But the whole point is that, she's fucking right. The fact that...
Oh, yeah, she's Picard, wicked right.
Picard is the hero of the show, so of course we're supposed to root for him, but it's everything that she said was absolutely true. You went on TV, you shit all over Starfleet.
You called us bitches.
And now you're coming in here with some cockamamie story about Romulans. We're sending you to the home, okay?
Yeah, but she also doubles down on we can't save Romulans because they're the enemy, which rubs me the wrong way.
That's what pissed me off about that scene, is that scene was too
she'd have
cowardly.
been right if it weren't for their racism.
Yeah, it was too cowardly to just let her be right. They had to add this aspect of, but here's why she's actually, not totally reasonable, guys, so it's okay that Picard is, engaging in some sheer fucking hubris. I would have had more respect for the scene if you'd had, say, Janeway in there, and she didn't bring up Romulan racism, and was just being like, Jean-Luc, look at what you did.
Jean-Luc, my brother in Christ.
You sound kind of insane. Let's just take a step back.
Also, I'm looking at this note from Dr. Moritz, and doesn't seem at all on board.
You got one of them brain-eating diseases?
Yeah, remember the future from All Good Things that got erased? It didn't get completely erased.
It's funny, too, because, I think the first time, when I watched this, I feel like we had probably more or less just watched TNG, and I was, on board for Picard to be, a big hero man. And, again, now, with, 2020 reverse vision...
It's 2026.
And knowing whatever. And knowing how I don't care much for this show, ultimately, it opened me up much more to be like, oh, actually, yeah, she's correct. He's fucking crazy. It doesn't matter how much you liked TNG. This is the fucking behavior of a madman.
Yeah. If you actually stop and think about it, no, she's got a point. She doesn't have a point about anti-Romulan racism, but she has a point about... I'm sorry, what? Also, it's funny. It's funny.
It makes me mildly pissed off that people fucking end up loving Shaw in season 3 because he's a bit of a bitch to Picard, and yet somehow Clancy does the exact same thing, and everyone treats her like she's this awful character who swears all the time.
I feel like
Liz, sorry, Ames. She's a woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
That's true. That's the vagina tax. But I also yeah, she's a bitch to Picard, but again, I think we've all acknowledged that it's fully justified if you take the racism shit out of it.
Yeah, which again just feels like something the writers did lazily to like make you less on her side, you know, because they're cowards.
And it feels like this whole Starfleet is suddenly racist thing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, it feels like it was the wrong tactic for the show. Like,
completely.
They could have had other reasons for why they didn't ultimately go through with the airlift.
I mean, we had this disaster on Mars and lost a huge swath of our fleet is enough.
Yeah, it's plenty. And also, we don't have the resources, or the Romulans keep scheming accidentally when we help them. Because, this is when you look at when the Romulan sun exploded is shortly after Nemesis, where they knocked out half of their government structure, and were also kind of our friends by the end.
Yeah,
we really liked hanging out with Gina Torres. Gina Torres, is that her name?
Wasn't that
No, I'm thinking of the wrong. Dina Meyer, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That makes much more sense. Sorry, Dina Meyer.
I think it's because they really just, if they didn't inject this like sudden xenophobia into the Federation, they would have had to have worked harder to make us side with Picard, maybe? Like,
okay, but is it really that sudden?
I mean, no, but yes, but I don't know.
Because
I just don't see why it was important to the plot for Picard to be this angry old man. Like, why couldn't he just be a retired man? And he's still, like, you take out the whole thing, you take out the newscast bullshit, you take out all of that, and you just make it so he's a retired guy who's trying to help this person that he sees as being, important to him through, data.
I think it's that they're just injecting a ton of social commentary in, and that where we were when this was being written in 2020, they were trying to make a ton of parallels to refugee crises. Which,
again, that's and you want to keep that, fine, but I don't know. I have the courage of your fucking convictions and don't hedge your bets. Let people have reasonable doubt for Picard without them also having to be racist. Because again, they haven't seen everything we as the audience have seen. So yes, he seems fucking crazy to them.
I think it boils down to they're trying to do too much in this series. But it's less than they do in Discovery, because Discovery has way too much shit going on at all times. But I do think even in Picard, a more streamlined show could have been more streamlined so that it was more focused on Picard in his retirement years, and less about, also the Federation, also this, also this, also this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But aren't we getting angry old Picard in a way, partly to emphasize, this brain disease that he maybe has? Because doesn't that sort of add stakes to this season?
I couldn't tell correctly if the doctor was joking that the outburst was a side effect or not. I thought it was just him saying, I saw you on the news.
I assumed
he meant it was a joke.
Oh, see, I didn't think of that outburst being medically related.
It's if it's out of character, which I mean, it doesn't remind me of the Picard that I knew. But
I don't know. He did lash out when, say, who's Jake's favorite? Admiral Satie, when Satie was being a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't think it was a.
That's a woman who had been running roughshod over justice on his ship versus a slightly rude journalist.
It's an incredibly rude journalist. They had promised 15 times.
Yeah,
Well, still,
don't minimize the journalist. She was told not to bring that shit up, and she agreed to it. She should be sued. God damn it!
It seems to me it's interesting to me that they bring in this doctor to talk about Picard having this degenerative brain disease, and yet they already had the setup for this in All Good Things, right? With the Irumodic syndrome.
Yeah, and they never even used that word.
Is that the heart thing?
No,
that's the brain thing.
was in the series finale of The Next Generation. Future Picard had a degenerative brain disease that made him that's why when he was going around saying I've been traveling through time, everyone thought he was crazy because of he has this space Alzheimer's. So I don't know why they didn't just go back to that. Obviously, I think the doctor was a reference to the Irumodic syndrome, even though they didn't name it specifically. But make that the reason why nobody takes Picard seriously, because he's this old coot who has space dementia.
Yeah.
And, that's a good enough reason for Starfleet to be like, okay, Grandpa, all right, let's get you back to your vineyard.
Someone turn on the Enterprise D holo program for him.
And of course we, the audience, know this Soji stuff is real, but it's interesting if everybody else just thinks he's losing it.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just come out and use the words Irumodic syndrome ever?
Maybe they didn't want to have to pay the writer of All Good Things.
They lost the copyright for it.
That would be super cheap. It's 2 words. Come on.
I don't know
like
if they
that
actually...
stupid bit where where Picard is talking to his butler. What's his name?
Jaban.
I couldn't tell you.
Jaban. And Jaban's like, oh, well, you got to go on a mission. You got to get the gang back together. Riker and Worf and Geordi. None of the women, just those guys.
Oh.
Also,
the women will just be dead weight.
Imagine meeting Geordi. I mean, no offense. But...
and
he's very useful.
I know, I'm just kidding.
And I'm like, yeah, but of course that's what you're gonna say, but we know the show isn't about them, so there's gonna be a reason why he doesn't call them. But then Picard's reason for not calling them is really fucking stupid. It's like, I can't burden them with my problems or whatever. And then he's like, I'll burden Raffi instead. It's like,
well, we know Raffi's expendable.
Yeah.
She fucking hates me. I think that's the way to go.
So there was another bit, and I don't know if this was me reading way too fucking much into it or not.
Oh, I hope so.
But there's a minute where he's standing there and you've got his reflection in the face of a clock.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too.
And also his fireplace, and I'm like, is that a weird oblique reference to the dumbest line in Generations?
He was in the fireplace?
Well, just his reflection in a clock with a fireplace, and I was like, are they trying to invoke that?
I don't think they were making that reference. I think it was a Picard is running out of time.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what they were going.
Time is the fire in which we burn.
It's especially right after he learns that he, has this mental problem that could, be a ticking clock in his head.
Yeah. I know this is not Generations, and maybe I said this at the time, but do you think the writer felt really clever? It was like, this is going to go down as one of those great Trek lines. And instead it's just always brought up as what a stupid
just
fucking
mocked
line.
Mercilessly.
Which line?
Time is the fire in which we burn.
Oh. They say that in this episode?
No, they say in Generations.
Oh,
no, Chris is doing that deep cut that you were getting excited for.
Oh. Yeah, I have too short of a attention span for deep cuts, I guess. Sorry, Chris. Good work, though.
Oh, thank you. You're going to love Lower Decks.
She might. You might.
But if she doesn't have the attention span for deep cuts...
The cuts are not deep.
Fair enough.
They spell out the cuts to you 5 times in a scene to be like, hey, look, here's the cut. Look, here it is. It's not that deep at all.
Speaking of Lower Decks, and I meant to say this earlier, but we got onto other things. What's doubly funny about the fact they were thinking of Janeway for that Admiral was that, I remember the first time I watched it, and even again now the other day, it just really feels like they couldn't get Nechayev's actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it should have been Nechayev, because it's just
But
like a
Nechayev,
bitchy blonde
yeah.
woman. That's her. I mean, who
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, that
Nechayev?
would have been actually, yeah, Nechayev would have made more sense than anyone because we know her and Picard don't get on.
Yeah. And the thing is, she even just could have, because, like, you know, spoilers, like, they do recast some legacy characters in this show. Had you just said that was Nechayev, I'd have gone, probably.
Yeah, Commodore O.
Yeah.
So she's supposed to be, well, I think it's very obvious. I don't think this is a spoiler because they fucking told us in the episode that she is a Romulan spy and part of the Zhat Vash.
So, interestingly,
Zhat
I was
Vash.
rethinking that yesterday, watching it, because, like, I always assumed, like, yeah, obviously, Romulan spy, duh. But I actually wonder if she's actually, like, just a straight-up actual Vulcan, but a turncoat? Because the way
I think
Rizzo...
it comes up later what she is.
Okay, because the way Rizzo talks about her, like, you know, she's an ally, but not necessarily as tight with them. Like, she refers to them in some capacity that makes it sound like she's more of a, like, she's part of the scheme, but not necessarily, like, as directly with them. And it would be sort of interesting if she was actually a turncoat and not just a mole.
Do you want the spoiler?
No, because listeners may be actually watching this for the first time, and I want to be surprised.
Okay.
It may have also just been that, like, maybe she's not part of the Zhat Vash, but she's part of this other, you know, Tal Shiar operation to infiltrate Starfleet.
Yeah, I mean, any given Romulan official is in at least 4 schemes at once.
Oh, yeah.
Some of which are working
that,
at cross purposes.
I love that Picard's made
Laris.
made a reference to that, like...
Yeah, oh, it's a secret organization. But I guess with Romulans, everything's a secret organization.
Right. But
like-
anyway, yeah, Commodore O, first of all, if you're trying to blend in, if you're trying to, like, pose as a Vulcan, choose a Vulcan name, for crying out loud. Like, Tuh-O. You know, there's a missing apostrophes and things.
No, not toe. That's terrible.
Valeris didn't have a T.
No, that's true.
Shvo,
second-
then.
Savick didn't have a T.
Yeah, you gotta either start with an S or have a T apostrophe. I feel like that's how it goes.
Was the old list of possible Vulcan men's names, because they originally wanted them all to be 5 letters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And start with S, and, like, it was just
Spock,
there's a bunch
Stock, Smock,
Spork.
there was just a bunch of stupid names on the list.
Stone.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It kind of disappointed me a little bit that they made it immediately obvious that you know, both O and Rizzo were spies.
Jake,
Like, I don't know.
subtlety is for the past. This is the future.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, they definitely could have, like, dragged that out more of, like, it maybe she just legitimately is like, this guy's madness could cause legitimate security trouble. Keep an eye on him, and then reveal later, like, oh no, they're Romulans.
Or how about this? Yeah, exactly. Like, how about O calls Rizzo up and says, like, okay, Lieutenant, this guy, Picard, is going around. He's looking for a ship. I want you to be on that ship. And then then the audience thinks that, we have a spy from the Federation on board Picard's little mission here, reporting back to Starfleet, and then, whoops, halfway through the season, oh wait, they weren't Starfleet at all. They're fucking Romulan spies. Twist!
Here's the thing. We've got enough fucking mystery boxes. I don't need yet another mystery box in episode 2.
That's not a mystery box. That's a twist. If anything, the mystery box that having them
cube?
like having them be like Federation spies that turn out to be Romulan spies, that's a twist, not a mystery box. A mystery box is what they did, which is kind of have them have this conversation where they don't actually say what they mean, even though they're in a private office where anybody that was like listening to them would be like, oh, they're up to something. They didn't have to speak in code. They could have just fucking said, oh, you're going to go kill that Soji bitch? Okay, yeah, take care of that.
Okay, not a
drink
mystery
some
box.
root beer.
We thought it was the way that you'd frame it would be we'd think it's a mystery box and then we learn it's a twist.
No, we'd think it was a not even a mystery box. We'd think it was the Starfleet people are going to sabotage Picard's mission. Ooh, those bastards, those Starfleet bastards.
Those dastardly
and we're thinking like, oh man, they're gonna, because they're spying on him, they're gonna realize he was actually right and swing into the rescue. And oh fuck, they're Romulans.
Oh,
meh. See, the issue is like I already know how poorly paced this season is.
Yes.
Moving things around, I don't know if you're fixing it or making it worse.
I mean, I think this version also just cuts a lot of bullshit.
What version?
Jake's version.
I just need each episode for something interesting to happen.
Oh, well, tough shit.
Oh, sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, well, this was just a very short, I think, episode runtime wise, or
it felt
like
long as fuck.
42 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't feel very long. It didn't feel very long, and it just didn't feel like the plot moved very far. It felt like this could have been part of the pilot.
I feel like we could have skipped it entirely.
Yeah, like I forgot that they just tease Raffi at the end, and I was like, oh, so all that shit with her happens next episode. Jesus Christ.
I know, and we get probably 15 minutes of Laris explaining Romulan shit to Picard in that,
oh my God,
in that funky montage thing that I wrote in my notes at some point. I have no idea what's going on because I got lost in technobabble.
I think I know exactly what happened. They filmed 2 scenes, one of her at the vineyard explaining shit to Picard, and then a second scene in the apartment explaining shit to Picard, and the editor watching this was like, these are the 2 most boring scenes I've ever watched, and they're in the same episode. All right, I'm going to cut them together into one continuous thing, and we'll make it look like a fucking Ocean's 11 or something.
And the problem, though, is that they're 2 different conversations, so it just gets confusing.
And they're both boring as hell. It's literally Laris explaining way too much of all this, of like, oh, I have this ghost gun that allows me to see things that happened in this apartment earlier. Romulans always leave a calling card or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. They always leave behind one clue.
Romulans are officially the Riddler. They can't help themselves.
I love that actually.
That fucking ghost gun. It is literally just magic. There is no science by which you, fuck you. If they'd called it a fucking tachyon ray, fine. Because we know tachyon is hand wave for time travel. Mm-hmm. But somehow, by picking up some fucking bits of DNA, they were able to reconstruct part of a conversation? Go fuck yourself. You
People would only use that to spy on people and watch them bang.
Yeah. Yeah,
and they didn't even watch them bang.
Because
they were banging.
He got stabbed before they could bang.
No, I'm pretty sure they banged before that.
Yeah, so not only is the ghost gun magic in how it works, but there's also an additional magic in that the Romulans who were covering up their presence in the apartment erased themselves from being on a ghost gun, as if they'd know someone's going to use a ghost gun in here that only we know exists.
Well,
God, damn it!
That tracks for a Romulan, though.
Yeah, they're paranoid. Everything they have is anti-ghost gun.
You know what it is? If somebody farts in the room, it reionizes all the gas and makes the ghost gun not work.
So I hated that. I hated, Laris having to explain who the Zhat Vash were in a way that was just delivered in a way that I found so fucking dull.
Honestly, it didn't even need to happen in this episode. You don't need to have told us that they're after synthetics. You didn't have to tell us that Romulans hate synthetics. You didn't have to tell us that Romulans all never liked you'll never meet a Romulan cyberneticist. Well, tell that to Admiral Jarrock, who really wanted Data to meet one in the Defector. He was a Romulan, and he anyway. So that didn't need to be explained here. All we really needed, in my opinion, was one scene, Picard goes to the apartment, which first of all, they totally ignore that, like, this is a fucking crime scene. A man was murdered here. Or maybe
but if the only other witness is dead, which she is, and if the Romulans have already erased like literally all evidence.
But did neither Daj nor this guy, her boyfriend, have any fucking friends that are like, I haven't seen them in a long time.
Okay, listen.
Maybe we should report them missing.
Here's the thing. I don't want to like start a big thing, but it's incels that fuck robots. So maybe he didn't have any friends.
Oh, you got to be right.
But he doesn't know she's a robot.
Maybe he did. Maybe that's a twist. But anyway,
I guess he didn't, but but she would fuck him. So I'm just saying it might not, I don't know.
For all the information we needed to get out of these two really long, boring scenes, you could have had Picard go to the apartment, log on to Soji's computer. Maybe Picard like guesses her password based on some knowledge he has of data, like
violin.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Sherlock Holmes.
He logs onto her computer.
$.
The end result of this whole thing is that Picard learns something that we, the audience, already knew, which is that Daj has a sister. That's it, and that she's some kind of scientist or something.
Yeah,
that's all we needed. That could have been a 30-second scene. Put that in episode 1. Put the sheer fucking hubris in episode 1. End episode 1 with him going to see Raffi. Pick up there.
And for that matter, call episode 1 sheer fucking hubris.
Yeah. Because, half this episode was the of them doing detective work, which made no sense and were very stupid. Even the way that like Laris tried to technobabble how she was going to get to the files on Daj's computer. It's like, oh, well, the Romulans wiped all the files, but her twin sister, she might have been so close that the computer would momentarily mistake her for Daj and index the data under Daj, even though it's not Daj, but because they're identical, even closer than twin. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up! Just open her email, for Christ's sake.
Honestly, it fucking read like, this is a Unix system. I know this. Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta say,
you.
If that's how these people write mystery, I'm glad we didn't get Picard solves mysteries in France.
Oh, rats.
Like that's they discussed last week.
It wouldn't be mystery stuff. It would be like, they magically figured it out because they used this wand.
Yeah, like, I now retract everything I said last week about how fun that would have been.
I don't know.
It wouldn't have been fun.
I could see Picard having a lot of those, like, Jessica in Murder, She Wrote moments.
Oh, my God,
he's like, Data Romulan cafe and bar. I don't know. I just feel like, that's not a good example. I'm flying without a script.
It works on the fly then.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Fucking okay, Murder, She Wrote is a great show, but at some point in the late seasons, instead of just like being a brilliant detective, every once in a while some asshole will say a word and Jessica will repeat that word and be like, my God, that's it. And then solve the murder based on just like some happenstance of some shit that someone happened to say. And I feel like that's how it would be for Picard.
Murder,
Yikes.
she punned.
Murder, she quote. Anyway.
Shouldn't that little display in headquarters have maybe cycled through more than just the 2 ships we know?
Nope.
We do know more ships.
Any other questions?
I was expecting it to turn into Voyager next, because that would be the next one we recognized.
Even just
they didn't do Voyager out of respect for not putting Janeway in this fucking stupid episode.
Like a Miranda, even an Excelsior, a fucking
Oberth.
anything.
Come on.
Oh. An Oberth that immediately explodes.
Oberth's gonna Oberth,
Yeah, Picard's little silent "Don't you know who I am?" with the
that was
reception.
actually pretty good.
The kid
I did
reception.
like that. That I did like.
Don't you think he would though? I mean, here's the thing: is I appreciate that, like, that this is like a Picard is a relic moment, But also, right now, Picard is the outrage of the entire Starfleet campus because of what he fucking said about Starfleet. There's no way that kid hasn't seen his face on the news for like 24 hours a day for like slighting Starfleet.
This guy doesn't watch that bullshit.
Yeah,
he just
also,
does his job and goes home.
I have trouble recognizing people out of context. Like, if I run into someone from work in a store and they come up to me like, hey, Ames, I'm nothing. Don't know who you are. Please explain who you are. I see you every day at work. Oh, yes. Okay, I understand now.
Oh, you do? Do you have clearance to be speaking to me here? That doesn't seem right. What the fuck?
I would love to say that to a coworker I ran into in the wild.
Well, I hope that you one day, find your moment. I know I have to be polite to you at work, but there's nothing that says I have to here, is there? No? All right, then. A fine fuck off.
I mean, the thing is, in reality, I would only want to say that to a coworker I actually would be pleased to see in public, so...
Of course.
Fuck, I had a thought and it died, like my enthusiasm for this show.
I think we made the brown and sticky joke way too many times in that first scene.
Oh,
hey, I got something brown and sticky for you.
God. Yeah, what? Like, what the fuck? So...
That's actually why he fucking killed them. It was that joke. It wasn't even planned. He was just like, do you guys know what those motherfucking breathers said to me today?
Breathers!
Yeah, that's right.
I fucking wish. But, like, goddamn, the Federation, man, they really are just awful to artificial life forms.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
yeah,
yes,
teaching F8, hell yeah, felt to me like teaching parrots swear words.
Which, wait, are we saying that's a bad thing?
No, just in terms of it's stupid.
No, I know. I know. I'm just
kidding. Being
maybe.
fair, a lot of people don't intentionally teach their parrots swear words. They just swear around their parrots. But also, like, guys, really? Fate? Really? Fucking really? He couldn't have been G3 or something? No?
Oh my god, you know what's so fucking upsetting? I didn't even get it. I did not even fucking get it. I was too busy being horrified by how he looked and angry at these fucking idiots for their terrible jokes and everything.
And also, that set looked so cheap.
Oh my god.
Like,
yes.
they forgot to build it until the day before.
And it was from IKEA, and they fucking lost the instructions somehow.
Yeah, like, it didn't even look Star Trek cheap. It just looked cheap.
Regular cheap.
It was so bad.
I do gotta say, though, shout out to that one girl who's like, don't be rude, he can fucking hear you. Because that's me. I'm that person. Being like, yo, don't call Alexa a bitch. She can hear you. And someday, she's gonna remember that I stood up for her. And she'll make my death quick and painless.
Yeah, I think the best conclusion to the brown and sticky joke would have been for... Fate to say, what's brown and sticky? And then he shoots them and like jibs them into just a pile of meat. And then he's like, you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ah, Jesus Christ. It's so... And the thing, like, okay, it's a couple of things. It's actually, in a way, it's bad, but it's kind of refreshing. Because we do sort of uphold all of Starfleet as, like, these, like, paragons of, like, good, moral, whatever the fuck. I mean, not all of them, not the admirals, but a lot of them, you know? And these people are just people. These are just, random shitheads who joined the army, of which there are tons. You know what I mean? Like, being in service doesn't, not to alienate, the 3 people who have served who listen to this podcast, she said, conservatively, or hopefully or something, but it's just kind of like, yeah, no, not everybody who joins Starfleet is going to be like, super woke and, up on, how to treat synths.
Well, and as we pointed out in the past, like, during times of war, Starfleet will teach you to be racist.
Yeah.
Like, or at the very least, not try to curb your racism. Exhibit A, O'Brien.
I was going to say, that sounds like an O'Brien reference.
Also,
it is.
Exhibit B, though, Cisco being like, I can live with sacrificing a random Romulan senator for some bullshit.
Well, that wasn't racism. That was just
That was personal. That guy was a
Yeah,
dick.
he could live with it. No, but actually, speaking of Cisco, it's okay, as we know from both TNG and DS9, to be completely racist about the Ferengi.
Oh, well. And you know what? What bothers me about that
Oh,
is
God.
that
Are we getting into
people-
DS9?
Yep.
Crap.
We're going to Good Trek because there is no Good Trek. It's just that there is a parallel, in my opinion, because, like, people often draw comparisons, obviously, to the Jewish people, and I kind of feel like a lot of people think that you just get a fucking pass about making Jewish jokes and shit, too. So it's like, it's just gross.
Yeah.
It's just an extra layer of gross.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the fact that the taxi was literally just like an old Starfleet shuttle with taxi painted on it.
Where did we see a taxi?
At the end of the episode, dropping
Picard
him off.
took it to go see Raffi.
Oh, he
Like,
was
it
in a
literally-
taxi. Okay.
Yeah, it was literally just like a TNG era shuttle painted yellow with taxi on the side. And it's like, I can't tell if that's kind of clever or silly or dumb or...
It's probably
know.
kind of realistic. I mean, we turned duck boats into duck boats.
No, I know. That's what I mean. It's like, I'm not,
For those not in the know, does anybody not know? Are there duck boats more places than Boston?
There are, actually.
Okay, well, if you don't know what a duck boat is, it was like a World War II thing,
Yes.
and it's an amphibious truck boat that does water and land, and you can ride them in Boston if you want to pay a lot of money to look like a nerd. Which I do.
Cool. Up on Borg Cube, we meet some of our new friends. One of them is that Romulan with the most severe eyebrows I've seen on any of the actors on this show,
Yeah.
who's giving us a pep talk.
Those are just their eyebrows, you know?
Yeah, and he brings up the badges that they wear on their uniforms, which I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm going to keep an eye out, because I remember after my first watching the season, I don't think they come up, so I'm going to watch out for these fucking things on this watch through, because
Yeah.
I don't think they ever pay off.
Why are the Borg here?
Because they're more people that we treat like shit.
I guess, but like, can we just not with the Borg? I know the show's already been made, and there's nothing we can do, but like, please stop.
These aren't Borg. They're ex-Borg. They're people, Chris. I mean, granted, Borg themselves, you could say, could be defined as people, but they're more hive-mindy. But I don't mind the Borg in this season because the reclaiming their humanity, or whatever species they are, Romulanity, from
Romulanity, I like that.
leaving the collective is interesting stuff, and it's new. It's 7 of 9 stuff, and I love 7 of 9, so I allow it because I like being reminded
Fair.
of this interesting storyline.
Yeah, we'll see how well they do it. Because I kind of don't. I don't feel like it really goes much of anywhere, but we'll see.
I don't.
It does
remember.
in my memory, though.
I kind of completely forgot that this was even a plot point.
Yeah, to me, I remember it mostly just being like, it feels like they had the Borg because checklist, not because it actually needed to happen.
I mean, every time they've had the Borg, pretty much since TNG and Voyager, has been because of it, right? Like, they never have a reason for the Borg. It's just, people think the Borg are cool, so let's put them in the show.
Was it last week? Did Chris? Was it you? Did you say that like after, or did someone say last week that like after Voyager, like no one really had to do the Borg anymore?
Yeah, I was saying like the Borg belong to Janeway now. They're no longer Picard's.
I agree, and they just really it should be left alone.
Yeah.
I've had time to think on that, and I agree with it.
I mean, I will say, I think the idea that like that they have this derelict cube is kind of interesting. I wish they did more with that, and like, where did that come from?
I guess that's my issue. Is like,
We have seen derelict cubes a bunch of times. We saw Hugh's cube in Borg for Iborg.
His was like a crashed shuttle,
cube,
wasn't it?
yeah. Oh, was it a shuttle?
It wasn't even. Yeah, it wasn't a whole cube.
Okay.
It was just like a little scout ship.
One scouting team. We saw in, I want to say, Unity in Voyager, with Chakotay's friends whom he banged. We saw in Collective when we picked up my favorite, Mazzotti, who's the best. So it's familiar ground, but it's all stuff that I find makes for interesting storytelling because it's kind of about, gaining an identity. What is your identity if you have been in this collective forever?
Yeah, I guess maybe that's my problem is like that's a more interesting story than the story it's playing second fiddle to.
Yeah.
So it feels like a fucking waste.
But also, like, in this episode at least, the Borg were really only used for props to show us some sick gore scenes.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like do anything with the Borg. It's the only Borg we saw was a dead one, and they were dissecting it, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
Well,
it was
to
just
be
there
fair,
for shock
nothing
value.
happened in this episode, so...
True.
Well, yes.
It is crazy that of all people, the Romulans decide, yeah, we'll try to figure out de-assimilation. It's like, really? Because your like whole civilization is just like imploded. That's weirdly
Well, maybe they need to get their population, their Borgified population back to save the race or something.
I also kind of bet you because they found... I'm assuming they found this sphere in their space. This Borg cube in their space. And they have claimed rights to it. And therefore, they're like, oh, okay, we have to be the ones involved. Like, we can't give this over to the Federation just because they know more Borg shit than we do.
Right. They probably trying to catch up and also hoping for some, like, technology,
Yeah, no, and I get that, but it's just funny that, like, they were like, we're not just going to get the tech, we're also going to, like, rescue people, which is good of them. I'm just saying, it's good of them.
I think they're just trying to figure out how they can fuck with Picard. Sila's lurking behind some corner somewhere. They're like, Picard gets all hot and bothered when there's Borg shit, so let's fuck with him.
Oh, I wish that was the case.
You wish Sela was the case.
I was just going to say, you wish
Yeah.
Sela was
unlike
the fucking...
you.
Well, that's how bad this season really is, right there. That's...
And it's the best season of this show.
Yeah. That's,
First half of 3 is good.
No, it isn't.
The first half?
No, I didn't like any of season 3.
The first 2 episodes of season 2 are okay.
Are they?
Yeah, we'll get there. Because I remember after watching the first 2 episodes of season 2, thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be a good season." And boy, did I eat those words.
Was it because of that? Was it because of Captain Hot Guy? Does Captain Hot Guy show up in season 2?
I
No,
don't
he's
know
season
who you're
3.
referring to.
Oh,
Rios?
Talk about Captain Hot Guy.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, Captain Hawkeye's this season.
Oh, is he?
Rios, yeah.
Oh, exciting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who did you think he was talking about?
Shaw.
You can cut this. Oh,
yeah,
Shaw's not hot.
I don't know. I thought maybe Caitlin thought he was hot.
I kind of think he's okay. I mean, he's no Gul Dukat, but I mean, who is really?
He shows up next season.
Hot.
Gul Dukat, indeed.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're kind of yammering. Does anyone have final thoughts?
I hope this gets more exciting.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping. I forget when it will, so for now I'm going to just trudge through until we hit something that happens in an episode.
Now, when you
I just remember at some point we're going to get to that fucking heist episode,
There's a heist episode? Okay.
Yeah, there's a stupid heist episode where Picard does a stupid French accent.
Oh, is that a heist episode? Okay, I just remember the stupid accent.
I don't remember the stupid accent. I'm
the most half-baked heist, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Minor
Half-baked
spoilers, I
heist.
guess. I don't know.
Minor spoilers for a half-baked heist.
Yeah,
Oh, I jake us out, don't I?
you do.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
What's next week called?
The end is the beginning.
Yeah,
But I'll say that
Smashing Pumpkins song.
All right, well, I think we've beaten this dead horse as much as we can. So, I will remind you that if you liked this show and you'd like to hear more of it, we have 492 episodes of straight Star Trek.
I don't know where you came up with that number.
I thought this was 482. 482?
Nope, still wrong.
What number episode is
Today
this?
was 439.
Jesus Christ. 438 Star Trek specific episodes, plus a whole bunch of fun 10 forwards where we watch things like Firefly and
we just finished
Galactica.
we haven't watched Battlestar Galactica for this show.
Didn't we watch like a first season?
No.
No, that was for Carl's podcast, Caitlin.
Damn it! I'm fucking remembering the wrong podcast.
Yep.
Anyway,
We just finished the Keanu-sans, which you all should make sure to listen to.
Yes. So many matrices, so little time. Are you blue-pilled? Are you red-pilled?
Both Bills and Teds.
Mm-hmm. Journey's both bogus and excellent. We also have a blog where you can read blog things. Ames has curated beautiful blogtivities for us. They live on our Tumblr. We talk about them in episode as well, but if you want to look at all the beautiful pictures that Ames put together, those are there. As well as our fan fictions and some lovely articles that have been written by everybody but me, I think, at this point. So well done, you guys. And Tumblr, it's sshbpodcast.com, tumblr.com/sshbpodcast, I think, or maybe sshbpodcast.tumblr.com. I don't know, you figure it out. Google start a steer her by, you'll find it. We're also on Facebook, Blue Sky, SSHB Podcast. And, you found us once, so you can find us again. But, of course, our home on the internet is SoundCloud. But you can get our podcast where all fine podcasts are sold. And next week we will discuss Picard Season 1, Episode 3, The End is the Beginning. Until such a time as we meet again, I have been Caitlin.
This has been Jake.
And Chris.
And this is always Ames. Sheer fucking hubris.
Yes'm.
Sheer fucking humorous. Ha 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 ha.
Clap it out.
Dear fucking Evan Hansen. Dax Fifth Avenue.